Hi, this is Niels on Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Buy some silver and some platinum. Be kind, helpful, and grateful. Man, it is raining cats and dogs outside right now. But we need the water, so, next 9 days of rain will be cool. But that's not what this is about. And it's not about cats fighting, running underneath my feet. This is about, I don't know what it's about. I just saw it and I figured I'd make a report on it without watching the damn thing, so I didn't watch it. I figured we'd watch it together. The name itself was intriguing. China invests $7 billion into the Democratic Republic of Congo in revised minerals for infrastructure agreement. It's about an hour old. India did a deal with China or with somebody where, no, it wasn't China. They did a deal where they got something and they promised like 1,000 miles of roads to be constructed in their country that they made the deal with, or something like that. And it was some sort of a commodities for the road building deal. So this is the second one I've heard of. So I figured I'd do a report on it because it sounds like y'all want a new economy. You want a new money system, a way to do business. Well, how about this? I'll give you money and you give me minerals, revised minerals and infrastructure agreement. But cool. Let's see what that's all about.
On Saturday, January 27, 2024, the Democratic Republic of Congo and its Chinese investors announced in a statement that the DRC is set to receive $7 billion in financing, mainly intended for the construction of national roads, as part of a revamped minerals for infrastructure contract with China. The accord will give the DRC's state miner Gécamines a 1.2% royalty on the proceeds of a copper-cobalt venture known as Sycamines and the right to market 32% of its output. Moreover, both parties will co-manage the Busanga power plant, with 60% of the shares for the Chinese party and 40% for the DRC. This current agreement is an updated version of a Minerals for Infrastructure document signed in April 2008 between then DRC President Joseph Kabila and the Chinese government. Under that agreement, Chinese partners committed to building roads and hospitals in exchange for a 68% interest in the joint venture Congo's National Mining Corporation Gécamines. Chinese investors also promised to spend $3 billion on infrastructure projects. However, after more than 15 years, the DRC, now led by the recently re-elected Felix Tshisekedi, has taken China back to the negotiation table to restructure the past Minerals for Infrastructure contract to ensure that Congo gets more value for its resources.
Wow.
Tshisekedi has always maintained that the multi-billion-dollar deal made by his predecessor, which gave China 68% of a major mining stake in exchange for Chinese partners promising to invest $3 billion into building roads, hospitals, and schools, disproportionately benefited China over the Democratic Republic of Congo. The DRC's president has repeatedly said that his country...
As far as the One Belt Road Initiative project that Italy just backed out of, they said the same thing. They had a deal with China for this One Belt Road Initiative, and after a year or so of being in that deal, it turned out that China actually was profiting 4 times as much, and Italy was only profiting half as much as the original agreement. Nothing new there. So it's surprising that the Democratic Republic of Congo stood up to him and said, hey, you want to keep this thing going? We're going to renegotiate because you screwing us on how it's going, and we ain't going to take it. I like that. Italy left the Belt Road Initiative because of the same issue.
Country upheld its side of the bargain by allowing China access to its vast resources. But China did not uphold its end of the agreement because only about a third of the $3 billion that it was supposed to give to Congo for infrastructure projects was really paid out. Consequently, Tshisekedi instructed his government to hold talks with the investors ahead of a visit to China in May 2023. He had aimed to boost DRC's stake in the joint venture to 70% from 32%. Many experts and Pan-African observers alike are lauding Tshisekedi's bold move to renegotiate the old minerals for infrastructure deal so the DRC can get more money from its resources for development. It would interest you to know that the Democratic Republic of the Congo stands as one of the wealthiest countries globally in terms of natural resources, with an abundance of minerals that play pivotal roles in modern industries. Notably, the DRC claims the title of the world's largest producer of cobalt, a critical component in rechargeable batteries for electric vehicles and electronic devices, thus positioning itself at the forefront of the rapidly expanding green energy and technology sectors. Furthermore, the nation ranks as the third largest copper producer globally, adding to its economic significance. Beyond cobalt and copper, the DRC possesses extensive reserves of tantalum, tin, gold, and diamonds, further solidifying its status as a resource-rich nation. Even the fertile earth holds immense potential, with the DRC harboring 10% of the world's arable land and boasting exceptional biodiversity within its rainforests, the second largest on Earth. Sadly, despite the DRC's immense wealth and natural resources, the country has tragically experienced prolonged periods of conflict and war, leading to profound instability and economic impoverishment. The competition for control over valuable resources, including minerals like coltan, diamonds, and gold, has fueled internal conflicts involving various armed groups and neighboring countries. These conflicts, spanning decades, have not only resulted in widespread human rights abuses, but have also hindered the development of stable governance and infrastructure. The unfortunate consequence is that the DRC, instead of flourishing from its resource wealth, has faced economic challenges and underdevelopment, hindering its potential for growth and leaving many of its citizens in poverty. However, under the leadership of Felix Tshisekedi, the Democratic Republic of Congo is now determined to shake off its image as a resource-rich yet struggling nation. Recognizing infrastructure as a key driver of development, the government has gone on an ambitious and aggressive infrastructure project spree, aiming to connect people, goods, and opportunities across the vast country. A recent notable milestone is the unveiling of a state-of-the-art financial center in the DRC's capital, Kinshasa, a testament to the country's commitment to modernization. Constructed by the Turkish firm Novest at a cost of $290 million, this project represents a significant investment in creating a conducive environment for economic growth. Beyond the financial center, the DRC has pursued various other infrastructure initiatives, including improvements in transportation networks, energy production, and telecommunications.
Okay, I gotta stop it right there. I have a thought. When they said they were building that financial district, I'm thinking New Hong Kong of Africa. If they have all that wealth and resources and they control the pricing of it, see that the problem right now with a lot of this pricing the resources is the countries pricing them don't hold the resources. And what it sounds like right off the top of my head is the Congo has vision enough to want to renegotiate a contract with basically kick China down to the curb, reverse the trend on them from what they had, which they will be able to get. And they want to be a financial hub for the continent of Africa. Like New York is the financial hub of, the financial Western world, and Hong Kong. Africa doesn't have one of those, but it looks like they might. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take any of this as financial advice. But that might be a good place to do some financial investing, or at least look into it. Let's get back to the story.
Such endeavors aim to catalyze economic development, attract foreign investment, and ultimately transform the DRC into a developed and thriving nation. The government's proactive stance on infrastructure underscores a strategic vision to capitalize on its abundant resources and propel the country towards sustainable progress. As such, the Democratic Republic of the Congo's decision to renegotiate its minerals for infrastructure deal with China, securing a commitment of $7 billion, aligns seamlessly with the government's overarching strategy of transforming the nation through robust infrastructure projects. As the DRC places a paramount emphasis on infrastructure development to unlock its economic potential, the move to extract more favorable terms from the revised agreement.
So basically, he just shook China down for an extra $4 billion. Right on. And a bigger percentage of his country's wealth. Good job. I like this guy.
Agreement reflects a shrewd approach. By leveraging its abundant mineral resources, the DRC ensures that Chinese investment translates into accelerated development, enabling the completion of vital projects across the country. This bold step demonstrates the government's proactive stance in maximizing the value of its resources for the benefit of its citizens. The renegotiation serves as a commendable model for other African nations, highlighting the importance of assertiveness and resource negotiations to secure more favorable deals for comprehensive and rapid national development.
Man, I like the sound of that. That's going to raise prices for us, but man, that just sounds real good for the African nations themselves, and they're the ones with the resources, and they should be profiting and growing, expanding, and helping their people get stuff like all the Western nations do. I think it's a great thing myself. Leave a comment down below if you think it's a good thing that they're taking China to the whooping post and getting more money out of them. I mean, was it Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger just did that to France? Now I see a country doing it to China, not kicking them out, but saying, hey, we renegotiate and we're going to get the 70% and you're taking 30% and you're going to give us $4 billion more because you've been slacking. I like that. Anyhow, you guys have a good day.